Everybody doing good? It's your boy, Intro the Intern, and I'm back with another one. Back with another one, ladies and gentlemen. So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody there who's doing a good job. 2025 turning 2026. This is episode 5. This is Info with Intro podcast, and we are talking about discernment, using your better judgment. Before I start, please make sure you guys like and subscribe, leave a comment. And when you guys get a chance, log on to introtheintern.com. That's introtheintern.com. Over there, you guys are going to see these beautiful shades that I got on in white and gold, limited edition. I don't got much left. And it comes in this beautiful black and gold metallic case, the red suede inside. And it comes with a cloth. Can't find it right now. Also, wait, my bad. Also, I want you guys to check out the new album. I'm running this up, Masterpiece 3. These are the vinyl edition. You can find those on the site as well. www.introtheintern.com. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys support the cause, support the truth. This is a masterpiece for real. Make sure you guys go and support that. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, let's talk about discernment, using your better judgment. So, a lot of times when you're doing any kind of business, mainly the entertainment business, you in the audio field, you in the video field, you're going to have a lot of people that like to lie, a lot of people that like to cheat, a lot of people that like to manipulate. They don't have good intentions. There's all kinds of things that's gonna happen. People that's trying to lowball you, people that's trying to devalue your work, and you gotta make sure that you know what's going on. Definitely you know what's going on. So in this episode, we're gonna talk about discernment. So I pulled up a list that I made. Reasons you need to have discernment in audio and video field, and of course you can apply this to everyday life. So let's get to it. All right, the first one, like I said, is people's intentions aren't always clear. Some clients come with hidden motives. That's the first and foremost thing. Everybody has a motive. They want free work, they want exposure only deals, or they're trying to use your skills. Discernment helps you read what they really want. And that's so true. This is why I always talk about spirituality. You got to be connected with a higher power. You got to listen to that inner voice, that little voice that's telling you, nah, man, yo, something ain't right. And a lot of times, some things do be right, but you just gotta make sure that you, like, how do I explain this? You just gotta make sure that you're not too paranoid either, because that can mess you up. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you have prior knowledge of what's going on, but don't let that affect you for your future deals either. It's hard. It's kind of like you got to kind of fight with yourself a little bit to know if you could. It's like double dutch. You got to know when to jump in, when to jump out, you know? So that happens a lot. The most talented people get used. I've been one of those. And it's okay to be used. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to be used. But when it comes down to somebody that doesn't want you to use them back, that's usually the problem. Yo, I don't care. Use me. Pause. The right way. Let's get to this work. But don't act stupid, act dumb, play slow. All of a sudden you got beef with me. You got issues out of nowhere because you just don't want to repay back the favor, or you don't want to pay the bill. That's why you got to move a different way out here because of stuff like that. It's unfortunate, but it happens all the time. Number 2, not everybody has the same vision. Discernment helps you notice early when someone's goals don't match yours, preventing conflict later. Exactly. So a lot of times you might run into somebody. A lot of people nowadays, because everybody's trying to do their own thing. A lot of people is not going to have the same vision as you. A lot of people is not going to have, that clear thought about what they want to do in their life. And it's okay. Or what they want to do with the project currently that they're trying to do, or vice versa, how they can help you with what you're trying to do. And that's fine, but you got to see that early. You got to definitely see that early, because if you don't see it early, then it's going to be a problem. I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem, because you're trying to convince someone your vision is better, or vice versa, their vision is better, and it's just going to be ugly. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. You want things to go real smooth, real clear. Usually, unfortunately, I like to go on the business side. If we can't barter, or somebody has to pay somebody, let's keep it business, because that's what you are only going to understand at that point. And then if I pay you, it's cool, but then I got to keep it moving, because this is a business transaction now, which is fine. But I know where my limits is at with you. It's strictly about money, and that's cool. But I gotta pivot after that, because I know that we don't share the same vision. You have more of an employee mentality versus an entrepreneur mentality. So I don't mind. I'll pay you whatever it's worth and keep it moving. Use you what I need to use you for, vice versa. And then, or same thing, you can't see the vision on my end, and you just want to do business with me, instead of understanding that, yo, I got way more things to offer you. I got more resources that you could take advantage of, but you thinking small. Same rules apply. Number three, you must judge who's serious versus who's wasting time. In this field, many talk big but don't follow through. Discernment helps you separate real opportunities from empty promises. Self-explanatory. A lot of people are going to talk a good game. A lot of people are going to have that, because over time, people were taught through the internet and through their own experiences that this is the way. You got to talk big. You got to be this. You got to be that. You got to have this. You got to have that. And a lot of it is illusions. And you got to know a lot of it is manipulation. A lot of it is lies, just so they could get you to be on their side, to get them to do something. And a lot of people are thinking small. They just want to use you, keep it moving. And you got to know what's what and who's who, and what deal is right for you, who's really serious and who's wasting your time. Those things to me are time wasting. Like, they're not beneficial. Don't sell yourself too short. You know what I'm saying? Create your own opportunities and invest in yourself, like I have, and create your own opportunities, so you don't have to beg anybody. I do have experiences. I did go through a lot, but it comes to a point where you have to say, okay, this is enough. I got enough experience. I've been misused way too many times. This is how it's going to go moving forward. And all of this is just a waste of time. So, and then you'll see people who are serious, because most of the time they have great opportunities. The work would be precise, and the pay would match that, or whatever it is. Number four, you need to sense red flags before they cost you. Oh man, I've been there. Poor communication, bad energy, inconsistent behavior. Discernment lets you recognize warning signs early. This is something that I personally went through with a few business partners, because I didn't know that they were not spiritually or socially there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than just business. Like, where your morals is at. You know, is your trauma affecting the business moving forward? Can you control your trauma? Can you manage your time and your money? Can you not tell other people that have nothing to do with the business? When people tell you mind your business, it's true. What's on the paper? You got articles of organizations, you got the operations agreement. Those let you know who is actually a part of the business. If they're not contractors, they're not somebody that you pulling in to be able, employees for you to discuss ideas and stuff. You should not be talking your business outside of that. That could definitely affect it. And lack of communication between everybody, especially the people that actually own and run, will cost you a lot of headaches, a lot of problems. Trust me when I say that. A lot of major life changes can happen through your business not being constructed in a way where people actually understand what's going on and everybody's on the same page, same energy, same communications. That's very important. You can't have people that you're dealing with bad energy. You cannot be doing business with people that doing drugs. They like it's a lot. You want to be able to have, it's not going to always be smooth, but you got to try to control that. It's very important. That's very important. If I have to say out of all of these, that's one of the top. That should have been on the top, but it's number 4. Number 5, some people only respect boundaries after you enforce them. Very true. Discernment tells you you need clear rules for the start and who can work respectfully without micromanaging. Like I said, see, everything leads down. Everything's a trickle down. Everything's connected. So it's best to set the boundaries before instead of after, because conflict will happen, comfortability will happen, people will feel like they can, they're basically going to keep testing certain things about you, and you'll let things slide, and you shouldn't let them slide. Certain things can slide because at the moment you're caught up, you're busy, and a lot of people take advantage of those busy moments. A lot of people take advantage of the fact that your mind is not there until you catch up and you're like, hold on, like, nah, this is not how it goes. I don't like this. You should try to set boundaries. But all of these things usually come into effect when you have enough experience with people, being on the field and doing things on your own. And those are usually when you can say to yourself, okay, you know, I don't like this in the very beginning, or these are the things that I'm comfortable with, and these are the things that I'm not comfortable with. This is the way you should talk to me, and this is the way that you should not talk to me. This is the way you should do business with me, and this is the way I don't do business. These are the things that need to be discussed ahead of time, not after. Especially not after you sign anything. Number 6, you must know when someone's trying to lowball you intentionally. Absolutely. Discernment helps you feel the difference between someone who can afford you and someone who's trying to play you. Self-explanatory once again. If they have it, they have it. All that big talk, all that, it usually means they trying to get something out of you and they don't have enough to cover it. They probably don't even have anything to cover it. So definitely, if it's straight up business, talk about them dollars, let them know what's up. Usually I like people to see, um, like I like to see where their respect is on their end, what ideas they had, what they thought, how much it would cost. So I like to let them offer me first and then kind of like go from there. Like, okay, this is what you're offering for this. All right, I could collab with that. I could do this, I could do that. But if there's no offering at all, it's just like, what am I doing? And you have to know your value. Nobody's going to know your value. The market can tell you the value, but at the same time, the market is not really accurate because you don't reflect the market. You might have did more than what the market is offering. So you got to just have respect for yourself. Understand, always keep working, always keep moving, because those things will help you from having anybody play with you, disrespect your name, disrespect your brand, disrespect how much you work, and be like, nah, bro, like, nah, I'm good. You need to go find someone that you can play with. You can't play with me like that. And when you see that your phone, your emails, and everything start changing, the people that you used to know, like I said, used to know for a reason because they don't call you no more. It's not that they got issues with you. They just can't use you. They know you too smart. You cannot be used. You too expensive. You know what you're doing. You know what it is. That's just a clear sign of a manipulator, someone that's a user. Watch out for them. They're just trying to just make sure they get whatever they got to get out of you, and understanding, like really locking into you and the Most High. The Most High is going to give you these signs, and follow the signs. That's the whole point of discernment. Your better judgment on that. It's very important. Number 7, creative work attracts users. Sorry about that. Creative work attracts users. People love creatives because they want the look, the sound, and not the process. Discernment helps you tell who values you versus who values what they can get out of you. Absolutely. Most people will just try to use you. They think that you're dumb because you're passionate. They think that you're silly because you're a dreamer. They think that, like everything that makes you great, they think that's the reason why they can take advantage. And it's not. It's just what makes you the perfect fit to do something great, instead of looking at me or her as, somebody that's the perfect fit to be taken advantage of. Number 8, every collaboration carries spiritual, energetic weight. Absolutely. See, that's why I always tie into spirituality. We live in a spiritual world. Discernment comes from the Most High. So you got to always make sure you keep that connection, because everyone around you can damn well lie to you in your face. God will never lie to you. God will never steer you wrong. Not everyone's energy, mindset, or lifestyle mixes well with yours. Discernment lets you avoid absorbing other people's chaos into your work. That's why I said you gotta have that positive energy. You gotta be able to read people. You gotta be able to understand where people's at in their life. Everything gotta be quick. You take your time, but at the same time, like I said, if you have experience networking, you had experience working with others, you had prior jobs, all these things matter, because you'll be able to have all these things to your disposal as tools and be like, yo, I'm good with working with someone like you because I've been there, done that. Or you can actually give that advice to someone who's in that position and they may need your help. Excuse me. Energy is very important. Number 9, you need to judge what will elevate you versus what will attract you to the wrong crowd. Some projects give exposure, but to the wrong audience. Discernment prevents long-term branding mistakes. That's another thing. You might have someone that's, everything is great. There's nothing wrong. It's just that I'm not promoting myself to these type of people. Like, this is Crackmaster's production, intro to intern. I focus on people that's at the level, the ground level, that's trying to learn, that's trying to get up out their situation, that's trying to crack through this matrix. So everything with me is about the have-nots. Everything with me is about the people that's trying to come up. Not the people that have, not the people that are not trying to help people that don't have. Like I'm trying to inspire. I'm talking about my brand, inspire, motivate. So, it might be a great opportunity, but just not for you, not for your brand, you know? And that can hurt you. Your audience might just shy away from you because of that. Not all promotion is good promotion. They say it is, but it's not, you know? Number 10, discernment helps you read people's characters, not just their words. Clients will say anything, but their tone, habits, and patterns reveal the truth. Discernment helps you interpret those patterns. Absolutely. Character is something that you need to be able to read very fast. I'm going to tell you something right now. Do not see yourself in someone automatically. A lot of people are not like you. They went through different situations, different trauma, different experiences. They accept different things that you may not accept in your life. They may not accept things that you accept. Do not think people are like you. Stick to the books, stick to the business, get the job done, get in, get out. If you create a bond, great. If you have a certain connection, great. But don't put yourself in a position to get hurt because of that person's character. Be very careful with these snakes out here too. They tones, they habits, the words is cool, but follow those. Those are very important. Number 11, you must know who can trust with deposits, deadlines, agreements. Discernment protects you from people who will disappear, delay, or flip the script later. Contracts, contracts, contracts. Everything's about contracts. Now, we live in a world where people just do business with just speaking. That's cool. We could speak, we could do all that. But one thing I could tell you is people have emotions, a lot of emotions. There's a lot of things going on right now in society. There's a lot of social engineering. There's a lot of things in the food. Some people are spiritual, some people are not. Some people went through trauma, like I said, more than others. They were able to get through it. Some people are still in it. Make sure you have things written. Make sure you have a lawyer that you can call for any situation because people move like scumbags. I'm telling you, you gotta have your paperwork right. A lot of people be trying to still do paperwork and think they could just finesse. And it's crazy, but people really do that. They'll sign a contract and still try to F you over. So make sure your best investment is your lawyers, your counsel, people you can talk to. Make sure you can trust that person with making depositing money. Make sure you have them accountable for doing deposits to the bank and all that if you're doing business with someone like that. Very important. Number 12, people bring drama, not opportunity. Discernment helps you detect when someone's personal life, ego, or behavior will spill into your creative process. Everybody has some kind of drama. I definitely got drama at times. My family, nothing but drama. But one thing about me is I get as much as drama would try to come my way, I get the job done. I'm resilient. Why? The whole point of that is my family does not want to see me successful, which is why they try to bring drama around me so other people can see that and be like, oh, no, I'm not messing with him. So that they know, okay, I'm going to move on. And now I don't have any opportunities and they can laugh at me. Persevere. Do not trust anybody who's not truly sorry, who does not understand that you do not want drama in your life. Stand on your business. Everybody has some kind of drama, but it's how you handle it, how you control it. Make sure it does not affect your business. Make sure you can control your personal life. If your personal life is not put together, then you cannot conduct business properly. We've seen it multiple times in the news, on social media. Do not bring your shit into the office, as they say, because I'm not bringing my shit there. Be mindful of someone else's shit, someone else's problems, because we trying to get something done. We trying to do something great. And yeah, it's always going to be some BS. And why now? Trust me, I know. But you got to push through. You got to try to keep things under wraps as much as you can. Find the help that you need because it will affect the business and people will stay away from you because they got their own problems. You must discern when a gig will elevate your spirit or drain it. Not everything that pays you is worth the emotional toll. Self-explanatory. Not all money is good money. There's always a price to pay. The question is, are you willing to pay that price with the way your spirit is, the way your soul is? Have your morals, stand on it, believe in the Most High. Believe that there'll be other opportunities. Like I said, create your own opportunities because you don't want to put yourself in a position where, yeah, you want to work and all that. Everybody wants to work, but don't sell yourself short. Don't put yourself in a position where you feel bad about it after. You don't feel good. It could be like I said, so you got to do what you got to do though, but don't stay there because that thing will kill you, eat you alive, mess you up in the long term. Your health is very important. Your soul, your mind. Number 14, you must judge which advice or feedback to listen to. Everyone will try to tell you how to shoot, edit, mix. Discernment will help you separate helpful insight from noise. Everybody think they know everything. Everybody think they know how to shoot now that they got a camera phone, how to record vocals because they got AI. Listen, you can have all the tools in the world. Like I said, you can have the best plugins, you can have the best sounds, you can have everything to your disposal. If you don't have the opportunity to use them and execute them, it's useless. If you're not using them on a daily, bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, I wouldn't even go as far as yearly, but at least monthly basis, it's pointless. Everybody's talking about AI. Oh, I don't need you. Yes, you will because you don't have the experience in the field. Stay in your place, stay in your lane, and invest in yourself. Spend the money to discuss things with people you can, because a lot of people like me, you can't even reach them. They don't want your money. They don't even have time to do business with you. They don't want to do business with you. They don't care to do business with you. They don't care to help you in any way. This is a economy that we're in. The money has to circulate. You can't expect to make money and not dish out money and you want to elevate. It doesn't work like that. And in the long run, you're gonna lose out on your network because people not gonna remember you because you don't be doing no business with nobody. So it's like, oh, like this guy never always avoided me because he gotta pay a bill. Like nobody wants to pay nobody, but you have to pay your professionals. I have to pay my lawyers. I have to pay Con Edison for light. I have to pay for internet. These are things that I need. Small bill, big bill. You're gonna work hard for what you want. Bottom line. A lot of people need to stop putting these liabilities and learn to invest in more people because we need people more than anything because of AI. You're going to want to need a human being to be able to survive within the future, to get work done in the future for real. Stop avoiding people. Some people work and they get a check every week. Some people like me work for themselves and they get a check as they network. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody is, as long as you're not hurting nobody, you got to respect what people do for a living and how hard they work. That's the money. Sorry about that, guys. So you got to be careful with trying to get free information. Going back to this, a lot of people would rather get stuff on the internet that can mislead them. I'm trying to do this channel to be able to lead you the right way. There's certain things, like I said, these episodes have nothing to do with the technical side, with the audio, the video yet, because these are the things that you gotta be. These are the things that you gotta learn before you even enter in this. The mindset is everything. That's the most important thing. Each episode is going to teach you how to survive, how to gain, how to not make these mistakes, how not to take so much losses, how to invest, and you gotta learn to listen. You just have to. You gotta stay a student, stop fighting your ego. You wanted help, you need help, you're gonna get the help, but it comes at a cost. I'm sorry, ain't nothing free in this world. It wasn't free for the person that you're getting the information from. Blood, sweat, and tears, sacrifices, money, time, time for themselves, going to the gym, eating healthy. People go through a lot of things to be who they are. So respect everyone and their price. You don't have to respect everyone at the same time. Like I said, this episode is about using your discernment, but not everybody's after you. People are really professionals out here making a living, having multiple streams of income. You got to get yourself out of that emotional state to get to the bag. To get to the bag, you got to have a bag or barter. That barter got to be equivalent or more than the bag because that's credit. Come on, we grown here. Stop playing stupid. Now, the last. Oh, wait, going back. So, like I said, to wrap this up, make sure you talk to a professional. If it costs, it's worth it. Just do your research. Have your discernment. Tap in. Feels right, go for it. Not everybody's full of it. Number 15, not every door is meant to be walked through. Discernment helps you recognize that some opportunities are actually distractions disguised as blessings. That's the point of having your discernment. That's the point of having that connection with the Most High and actually listening to your inner voice. How do you get all that experience? Falling and rising, but falling and rising going upwards, not staying in the same area, not staying down. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? People gonna try to sell you that this is what you need, this is the blessing. And there's gonna be a lot of doors that might be walls, and they're gonna be a door. You might think that's the door, but that discernment is gonna help you be like, yo, hold on. This is not an opportunity. It seems like an opportunity, but you know what? That door is gonna lead to a wall instead of it, because you thinking that, yo, it's a door that's gonna lead to a room, but this is gonna lead to a door, an empty room. And that's manipulation. that's using you. Once again, you don't want them to do that. You gotta be very, very, very careful out here. You know what I'm saying? Be very careful because a lot of people do not have good intentions out here. Stay close to the Most High. Learn from your mistakes. Better learn from other people's mistakes. Go out there, put yourself in the fire. You got birth and you got death. Everything in between, it's up to you. Don't hold on to nothing because ain't nothing going to be here. Sorry, when you get unalived. Make sure that you take as much chances. This is all you. God has already written this for you for a reason. Now I'm going to play some tunes before I get up out of here. So now we're going to go to Masterpiece. Let's see. Should I stick to 3? Hey, we're going to stick to 3. I'm going to play Understand. Oh yeah, CMP hoodies. Got the black, real nice, 100% cotton, ring spun. It's on the site. Go. Girl, you gotta understand. Yeah. Oh yeah, CMP ski mask too. Get that. Girl, you gotta understand. Yeah. Girl, you gotta understand. Yeah. Vibe with me. Girl, you gotta understand. Yeah. 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 Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, follow your heart, follow your passion, put in that work, leave the rest up to the Most High. Always stay connected to the Most High. He's going to guide you to where you need to go. That's the whole point of this episode. Episode 5 is about discernment, staying connected. God is going to guide you to people you should not mess with. God is going to guide you to people who you should be messing with. Even if it's for a day, a connection for the moment, it's for a reason. Because sometimes all you need is just to be connected with someone for the moment, and you just get that little piece of information that you've been looking for. You might get it for free. You might have to pay for it. It's all up to you at that point. But if you definitely got it off the humble, as they say, appreciate it, run with it, and move on. Keep it going. Keep networking. Keep networking and let God guide you. Remember, life, death, whatever's in between is what's going to happen. Go make something happen. Don't wait on it. Go chase it. Chase your dreams. Set up a situation where you're going to get yourself out of that. It's your boy Intro the Intern. It's Crack Masters Productions. And once again, this is Info with Intro Podcast. Please be sure to get the vinyls. I got the USB cassettes as well. I got the sunglasses, the hoodies, the ski mask, the sweatpants, and I got the sneakers. I'm out.